Hello friends! Thank you so much for joining me today for our Preschool STEM University. My name is Miss Irene, and today we are going to be reading a super fun book called Hedgehogs, because guess what's coming up? Valentine's Day. It's almost time. So we are going to celebrate a little bit today with a super cute story and a fun little craft for you all to prepare for the awesome day. So, before we get started, we always do our welcome song first, right? So we are going to do that, and I'm going to move my chair out of the way here. All right, friends, ready? We start with a wave, and we go, we wave and sing hello, we wave and sing hello. With our friends at story time, we wave and sing hello. And next we're going to clap our hands, ready? We clap and sing hello, we clap and sing hello. With our friends at story time, we clap and sing hello. And next we're gonna stomp our feet. Ready? We stomp and sing hello. We stomp and sing hello. With our friends at story time, we stomp and sing hello. And last but not least, my favorite, we are gonna jump. Ready? We jump and sing hello. We jump and sing hello. With our friends at story time, we jump and sing hello. Nice job, everyone. That was awesome. All right, friends. Now it is time for our story. And like I showed you before, this one is called Hedgehogs, which is almost the name of an animal, right? What are these animals called? They're called hedgehogs. But this story is about two hedgehogs trying to do something. What do you think? Horace and Hattie are the very best of friends. There are so many things they like to do together. They like to search for four-leaf clovers in the meadow. That sounds pretty fun. They like to make daisy chains in the shade of the old oak tree. They like to splash in puddles on the lawn. Splashing in puddles is pretty fun. And sometimes they like to have a tea party by the river. I like tea parties too. When Horace is busy, Hattie puts on her tutu and dances in the bluebells. When Hattie is busy, Horace searches for spiders in the woods. That's fun. They each do their own thing, and they do some fun things together. Horace and Hattie are the very best of friends, but there is one thing they cannot do together. They cannot hug. They are just too spiky. Oh no. They have tried lots of ways to hug. In the winter, they rolled in the snow until it covered all their quills. But the hug was too cold. In the spring, they found some old hollow logs. Horace and Hattie squeezed inside, but the hug was too bumpy. Bumpy hug. In the summer, they stuck strawberries on their spikes, but the hug was too sticky. In the autumn, they covered their quills in crunchy, crispy leaves, but the hug was too scratchy. Poor Horace and Hattie. What do you think they're gonna do? Do you have any ideas? Let's see. Then one day, they found something very interesting. What's that? A clothesline? All sorts of clothes hanging on it, and a little basket. It was soft. Was it a hat? Horace decided to investigate. He wriggled and jiggled and nibbled, then out he popped. What is that? It's a sock. Hattie thought Horace looked very funny. Then she had an idea. What do you think she'll do? Maybe she's going to do the same thing that Horace did? Hattie looked at Horace. Horace looked at Hattie. They moved closer and closer and closer until... Oh my gosh. They hugged. The hug was just right. Not cold, not scratchy, not sticky, and not bumpy. It was warm and soft and cuddly and comfy. A perfect hedge hug. Hedgehogs hugging is hedge hug. Isn't that fun? So the next time you see someone wearing mismatched socks, or if one of your socks goes missing, you know what it means. A hedge hug has happened. That's pretty fun. I lost one of my socks when I was folding my laundry the other day. I think there are some hedgehogs hugging somewhere around my house. That was Hedgehogs. That's a super fun book. I love it. All right, friends, so I have a very awesome craft for you today because Valentine's Day is coming up and you need something to put your Valentines in, right? So I made this little adorable little pocket, this heart pocket that you can put your Valentines in, make some Valentines for your family, maybe some for your friends, and put them in here, put the ones that you get in here. And you can even hang it up at home maybe and display all your beautiful Valentines. So I'm going to show you all how to make this. So we are going to need construction paper, some scissors, some tape, hole puncher, pencil to trace, and some yarn. So once you gather those supplies, I'm going to get started with the construction paper. I'm going to tilt you all down here so you can see my table. All right, so I used one piece for mine and folded it in half, but you can use a big piece so it's a nice big pocket, fit all those lovely Valentines that you are going to get from your family and everybody. All right, so we are going to now draw our little heart so that we have something to trace. So if parents need to help out with this, that's all good. So you can draw the heart, or the little ones can draw the heart. And then the fun part, we get to cut it out. So I drew my little heart here, kind of see it, and I'm going to cut it out. So you want two sides, so you'll need two pieces of construction paper if you're not folding yours in half, because we want to make a nice pocket so that our Valentines fit inside. This is fun because the hearts are kind of tricky shapes, so we'll teach our little ones to practice curves and that tricky point where it comes into the middle there. It's kind of a hard one to work around, but practice is always good. And there we go. All right, so once we cut out our heart, we are going to use our hole puncher, and I just keep the pieces layered together, and we're going to start punching some holes in this heart. So we want to put them on the edge and just about halfway up so that it's not totally sealed, because we want to keep an opening for all of our Valentines. So I did two on the edges and then just all the way around. And if you don't have a single hole punch, you can also use one of the 3-hole punches and just use one of the ends and kind of move your heart around instead of the hole puncher. So we punched our holes in the heart here. So now we're going to take our yarn. So what I did for mine was I just kind of draped it around, made it a nice long piece. We can always cut off extra if we need to, and draped it over so that I had enough to go fit in the heart and some extra to tie at the top. So I just clip that here. All right, so now you're going to want to tape the ends because it's kind of hard to weave in and out of the hole if you don't have a solid end. So we're going to make it like a shoelace. And if you have an extra shoelace lying around the house, you could use that instead of yarn. I just had some yarn because I like to do crafts and stuff with it, but extra shoelace will work just as fine. All right, there's one end and the other end, and we'll cut that off when we're finished. All right, friends, now here's the fun part. We get to go, so around this one, I kind of went around all in the same direction, so it's a nice cool weave, but I'm gonna try a different one this time for you all here. So I'm gonna take this up, and I'm gonna go all the way, well, almost all the way, so I have a little bit of yarn left at the end. And then I'm gonna go down, and this is what our little ones will do. And we'll go up, and we'll go down, and then you'll get a cool woven design on both sides of your heart. And we'll go up, down, up, down, and up. And then for this one, to tie off the ends, I'm going to go around this one more time. So we've got a nice loop here, and then I'm just going to pull it through. And tie a little knot, maybe. This will be where you try what works for you, because I'm not super good at knots, but I think that worked. There we go. So we've got a little knot on the end there, and I'm going to do the same thing on this side. So pull that extra piece through, tuck it in, and make one more loop here. Pull through the hole. Basically just twisting it all up so it's nice and stuck together so it doesn't unravel your heart here. And then you can probably just pull the tape right off because it pulls off pretty easily. Or if it doesn't work, you cut it and then you'll just tie these ends together. So one of mine is really long, so I'm gonna make it even so that I have a nice hanging part here. And there we go. Cut off this extra piece. And we have an adorable little heart to hang and put all of our Valentines in. You can write your name on the front, practice writing your letters, and make an awesome little Valentine pocket bag so that you can collect all of your lovely Valentines. All right, my friends, thank you so much for joining me today. I had a great time reading fun stories and making awesome Valentine crafts with you. I will see you again next week for another Preschool STEM University. And tonight, Miss Amber has a super fun story time with a Valentine treat. So stick around or join us again at 6:30 for that one. And tomorrow, Mr. Julio will be doing Ready, Set, School. So we have a lot of fun for you this week, and we will see you next time. Goodbye, friends.